Hello, so this is going to be a video just with 5 basic tips on how to phone interview. So it's going to be really quick, but hopefully these 5 tips can help anyone who has been looking for a job and not receiving job offers, or you're receiving a phone call from a recruiter and you're not getting further than that point in the interview process. So stay tuned if that applies to you. So the first tip is going to be just simply be prepared for the phone interview. Okay, so if you have a scheduled time to speak with a recruiter, you should definitely be prepared, have questions ready, have a quiet background, and answer professionally. Hello, this is Ariane speaking. Okay, but if your phone interview is not scheduled, so if you have your resume on a job board, so Monster, Indeed, any website, LinkedIn, where you may receive a call from a recruiter from seeing your resume, okay, you have to be able to quickly, adapt to the phone interview. That way it still goes well. And what I mean by that is, so for one, let the recruiter know if it's not a good time. So if you're in the middle of something, let us know, hey, you know what, this is actually not the best time. I can tell you recruiters respect that you're letting them know it's not the best time. That shows that you value your own time and their time, and you're not going to just take a call with a noisy background. You want time to prepare. So keep that in mind. But if you are going to proceed with the interview, take it seriously. No matter who it is on the other line, take it seriously. So if it is a recruiter or a hiring manager or a coordinator or anyone from that company, that's going to be your first impression. Okay, that's going to be your first foot in the door. That's going to be the first interview of multiple interviews. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, the second tip is going to be just to simply know the position. Okay, so if you're applying for multiple positions, that's fine. If you put out, a lot of applications, you sent your resume, that's totally fine. But if you receive a call and you don't know what the position is, or you're confused, it's just not a good look. You have to play the game. You have to make it seem like, you're excited for this position. This is the one you're interested in. You don't want to come across as if you're just applying for any and everything, whatever job is paying the most money. You don't disclose that. If that's what you're actually doing, keep that to yourself. You just don't disclose that part to the recruiter. Okay, so you know the position. Now this is an easy way to actually discuss the position. You just read the job description. So you read the job description and you can simply just read the job description and say that is what you're interested in. I enjoy doing these things. I enjoy interacting with customers. Whatever it is, you just simply just say, oh yeah, this is what I'm interested in. Okay, or if it's not, then you're uncovering that it's not going to be what you're looking for. But if you are interested, this is very simple tips just to implement. That way the interview process is much smoother. Okay, so tip number 3 is going to be to have clear communication. What I mean by that is if you're being asked a specific question, right, answer that question. Stay on track. You don't want to ramble, get off track. And I'll give you an example. Why are you looking to leave your current position? That's a common question, right? A great answer to that question is going to be, oh, I'm looking for more opportunity. I heard it was a great company online. I'm looking to advance my career. Any of those. Oh, okay, awesome. Easy enough. Next question. Now, unless they're asking you to elaborate on that answer is suffice. It's perfectly fine. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. So tip number 4 is going to be to stay positive. So you want to stay positive throughout the phone call. You never want to speak negatively about a previous employer ever. It's just not a good look. Okay, and I'll give you an example of even dating. If you're on a first date with a guy or a girl and they're disrespecting their previous relationship, so their ex, are you going to want a second date with that person? Probably not. you probably won't. It's not a good look. You know, you don't want to come across as angry, and you don't want to come across as if you're the issue. If you hate what you're doing, leave it to yourself. Just, this is your way of getting away from that. You're interviewing. But the recruiter or the hiring manager, they're not your best friend. So you don't want to vent and, you know, just unload all of these things to the recruiter. That's unnecessary. It sends a red flag, okay? So keep that in mind. And then tip number 5 is going to be yourself. So you don't have to be phony. You don't have to be scripted. You don't have to give cookie cutter answers. Just let your personality shine through. Just be yourself. And remember, an interview is going 2 ways. You're interviewing the company and the recruiter, and you're seeing if it's something you would like to be a part of, or if it's a position you would even want to do. And the recruiter is just simply seeing if you're going to be the best fit or a good fit, you know, for the position. So don't overthink it. So hopefully those 5 tips can help anyone, at least in getting a little bit further along in the interview process and hopefully getting a job offer. Okay, so let me know if you guys have any questions, any topics you want me to discuss. I am passionate about helping people, so I would like to put out as much content as I can to help anyone in finding a job, or at least, you know, moving further along in the interview process. So thank you. I'll see you in the next one.